Can you all see my screen?
Yes, yes, Tejaswini.
Hi. So let's start with our introduction. I'm Tejaswini. I'm an IIT Bombay graduate. I have been working in education space for around 4 years now. I was taking care of the AIML portfolio programs in Upgrad before this, and before that, I was working in an corporate sector. And we have started this company LearnMigo to create more personalized training materials at a very faster and cheaper rate. So I'll get into more on that. So Debashri has been my co-founder, and she also had a similar vision to integrate technology with education. So that's how we have come together to work on this project. So Debashri.
Yeah, so thanks for this forum. I'll quickly introduce myself. So I have around 17 plus years of experience into corporate, and previously I was working with Nike ITC. Primarily, my forte or expertise has been into technology. I was handling delivery teams, technologies transformation, cloud migrations, with big data analytics clouds as my portfolio in my past job. Now I'm full time into LearnMigo with Tejaswini. And it is our vision that has brought us together while we were working separately on AI for EdTech, and we met each other in some of the startup forums. Both were, I think, having a similar vision for bringing in technology into the EdTech space, and that's where we come together.
Yeah. The problem statement that when I was actually very passionate about starting a startup in education space, even my family background was in education. My grandfathers, my a lot of aunts and uncles are in education sector. So that was a drive, that was a passion that brought me to this space. Although if you see that the space has been a little bit in a low time, but we believe that AI in education and especially the problems which are there that needs to be solved, and at the low point you actually get to see the problems. So the problem that we saw in education and when I was working in upgrad was whenever we had to create a course, even if it was like a 1 hour course, it used to take around 4 to 5 weeks to just create that, and it was not very personalized. As well as I mean, like a person coming from this background had to be taught, let's just say a marketing background had to be taught in a different manner, or like a technology background had to be taught in a different manner, and the personalization was missing. Although we wanted to create personalized courses, but the creation of the process itself was so tedious itself that no one really touched once the course was made. So we thought that we had to make that process much simpler, and at least get not have that problem in which there is so much of resistance in creating the courses and online courses which is there. So that is one of the problem statements that we saw. And just give me, yeah. So we saw that it used to take around 10 to 30 minutes of e-learning content. It used to take 50 to 100 hours with a lot of teams involved from pedagogy and multiple teams from video and as well as production team. And especially I'm talking about the video courses here. And the lack of audience specific personalization, as I said, everyone had to be learned in a different manner. And if you see, one of the major problem that a lot of edtechs are also doing is they are trying to scale up something which is not very personalized in itself, and which they are just creating one and they are trying to scale it up to everyone as such, and that doesn't really work out in education according to me, because personalization is very, very, very important in education. And the current tools which are there across to create all this e-learning content was very, very fragmented. There was no one platform where you can create end-to-end courses or short courses. And the cost for creating 30-minute e-learning content was very, very high as well. If you see the e-learning service providers and the L&D teams that you generally see, they take around 1 lakh to 1.5 lakhs to just create 30 minutes of e-learning content. So this was a problem statement that we saw. And then we thought that, okay, AI can come across and they can actually not just create fragmented tools, we can create a platform. So that's why we came up with a solution of AI agentic workflow.
So I'll take this up. So Primarily, the solution that we thought through is definitely personalization for the audience. So, whom are you making it for? This can be done through prompting multiple ways. You can make it engaging by making it multimodal, and the kind of conversation you're setting up, the kind of section and subsections you're setting up, the content of the course can be personalized through prompting. Same thing can be done in case of personalization of the creator. What kind of voiceover would work for a creator? The creator might be camera shy. Can we do something better there? Because if you take the Indian context or the global context, every somebody coming with an expertise or a knowledge particularly might not be ready with education as their primary forte, educating people. So there we can bring in voiceover and avatar based videos using their photographs and making it more standardized. Reduction of time, definitely. So there are concepts like creator block, or if you are handling a team, you have your learning designers and you are training them, your people to give a standardized content, and you want to maintain it like a company's own, company or your brand signature for a content in e-learning. If you can standardize with your prompts. So that's the kind of prompts we are trying to give first draft of the course, and then you have the freedom to modify it, review it, and make it according to your needs. Uh, Cost reduction in terms of the resource cost also. Multiple teams are involved to plan the learning design, the prompts, the pedagogies that we use, or shoots for video shoots. You have teams, separate teams. So that is one thing that we are definitely looking at as resource cost reduction. Integration of multiple tools. So that's another new thing that has evolved. Now we have a plethora of AI multimodal tools. Some are text-based, some are text to video, text to audio. All that we are integrating it in one platform. The choice is yours. And definitely the pedagogical thinking. If it's an L&D team, if it's a onboarding team, it's an e-learning platform, pedagogies can be managed through prompts. So all this is wired together into a AI agentic flow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
yeah, go
current
ahead.
state of course creation that we saw was used to take care, like let's just say a subject matter expert is there, and then they gather all the documents. Then there is a learning experience team which comes and creates. So there's a very big design of learning design principles as well as pedagogy, and then there's one more person involving like which hook to use, what exactly is the what are the examples to use. So there's a lot to be done, and it takes generally one other team of learning experience teams to create this, and then there is a team to create presentations and scripts which takes around 2 weeks. There's a graphic team, and then there's a production team which does the shoots, and then they go and upload to the LMS. So a lot of companies, if you see, are there in this space, which is uploading to LMS as well as marketing. But what we have seen is a very few companies are there in this space. And I believe that with AI, the AI SaaS needs to come in, not just the SaaS companies which are here. And that's what the intelligence that can be incorporated into the AI SaaS is something that we are looking at. So the current state is this, and we want to reduce that into the form that we are thinking, which is more of an AI agentic workflow.
Yeah, so it is primarily these blue dots that you see would be part of the AI agentic workflow. What is the blueprint to be created for a topic? How do we give the best pedagogy to engage your customer? So given the kind of audience you're targeting, what is their niche knowledge, and what is the knowledge they are trying to gather through this course? Suppose somebody is in finance and is trying to gather some understanding of use of AI in finance. So that kind of understanding, the audience related stuff you can bring in through prompting and pedagogy in place. We also integrate a lot of technology libraries to create PPT and scripts basis what you are providing. So it's like LLMs that we are bringing in, but it is cut out with one click. Similarly, creation of videos, multiple ways. We have different plans, basic and premium. So basis that there are different types of videos you can give. Some topics might need a B-roll, some topics need just a concept explorer through slide video explainers, or might need your specific videos to be standardized with a AI voiceover and a good English script or a non-English script. So that's what we are bringing in. So 225 is the agentic architecture that we are bringing in.
Yeah. Should we show a demo or should we show a demo at the end as such? We can go ahead with the, what do you prefer?
Uh, just one question I have. So you mentioned that it takes a lot of cost to prepare the learning course. So the cost is for the creators or is it for creating video? I'm assuming the subject matter that is coming into the picture, it is his fees. And would a company is willing to, let's say, reduce a fees because given his subject matter, probably he would be optimizing his material for that particular company or theme and then delivering it. How good job AI can do in replacing that individual. Secondly, is this a problem for the industry? Like matlab, are they even looking for saving cost there? Because it's not a variable cost, uh, not a very recurring use case as such. So, how is that shaping up?
Okay. So we'll get to that actually. It is a problem for L&D teams especially. And we went to the market and to see where exactly our product will fit across. And we saw that most of the so repeated works that go across. So we are doing one pilot with one of a SaaS company who wants to create a course on their SaaS products. So in general, what happens is the features keep on changing and they have to keep on training the sales team to keep on selling those features. So that generally, so the product, whatever they're creating, that also keeps on changing. And then the entire learning materials needs to be changed. So for them, it becomes a big hassle in itself. And if the team grows, and also especially we are seeing a traction from medium corporates, where this generally there is no structure for creating this, and they want a, a, a tool which can generally create a base draft for them. So that's what we are seeing a traction in general as of now.
Right. So it's not a replacement of the creator, definitely. It's just an enabler platform. So we
So
want to enable you with the most standardized content, which you are going to a e-learning provider probably to make your content. And how frequent is your change? So SaaS companies might have a change in their features in 3 months or 6 months or a year. So and they need these videos or recordings or trainings for salespeople, employees, and also their class customers. So that is one use case that we definitely are targeting.
and
So that is the onboarding scenario.
it's a co-pilot platform, so that means the creator is not getting eliminated. So that's why I think once you see the demo, so it's not getting eliminated, but we give a base draft so that they don't have to create that end to end. So we are not entirely replacing them. We are trying to give them an assist platform so that it becomes easier for them to create. So the tediousness gets reduced in that.
And one more question, like for a SaaS company, let's say that you mentioned. So if there's a feature change, they would probably want their dashboards to be displayed and incorporated in that video. So is your platform also able to like run through the platform and the workflows that they have?
So presently, what we are doing is we are taking some of the raw videos. So we have a platform where they can uh, get the raw videos to get recorded, and we convert that into a very polished videos. So right now, we are not taking just the application, but just the raw videos is something that we are able to enable as of now. But in the future, we definitely can take the platform and convert that into videos. So
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Just give us 1 minute. I think let us show the entire presentation. Okay, I'll show the demo at the end. So our pricing plan is majorly just a premium plan, and we are experimenting with a pricing plan. So we are going through multiple. So right now we are doing more of like a B2B sales, which is more from pilots with the medium corporates, as I said, right? And our personas, if you see, are generally L&D managers. So at least in the future that we are thinking is L&D managers, e-learning service providers, skilling providers, as well as SaaS onboarding. These are our major people we are targeting as of now. And we saw that in India, there are like 10,000 medium corporates, and in worldwide, there are multiple 1 lakh medium corporates. And the SaaS onboard SaaS companies itself are this 1,600, as well as in worldwide, there are 10,000. So, and we are also trying to, so as I said, it's an assist platform for an online content. So, if it is a Udemy creator or like a Skillshare creator, so there exists like a 4 lakh just the online education content creators. So that is also one other persona that we can target. So right now we are going with the GTM of medium corporates, but these are the thought that we have in the future. So there are multiple companies in the sector. So there are companies like Lingio, Course AI, Paddleboat, and Corso. But most of them are based out of US, and they're majorly English based. So we are trying to get into more Indian contextual wise based. So we saw that telecommunication companies, they generally want the content in multi-language content as well. So that's where we are trying to see where exactly this Indian context will actually help them train much more of their workforce. And most of them are fragmented, as in like they don't have they don't have the entire platform to create it. We are going for an end-to-end platforms. So in sorry.
It would be great if you can wrap it up as soon as possible.
Sure.
Time is up.
Sure. So we have pilots. We are trying to run pilots with some L&D teams, and we are doing slide to video product demonstration videos in our technology roadmaps. So the slide explainer videos and the product explanation videos are majorly worked more upon, and RAG based are majorly to take the documentations from the workflows, as well as we are trying to stitch it all together with the AI agentic architecture for short courses as of now. And we are trying to do the beta testing after we do our MVP creation. So we are in a process of MVP creation. We had launched a very small MVP at one point of time. So we had gotten 15,000 website visits and 400 signups. And we have also gotten few term sheets from some incubators such as AIC as well as Sign. And we had been selected as a top 5 startups in Gen AI Hackathon as well. And so yeah, and I'll show the demo later maybe. And we have multiple types of videos, and this is our ask and because we are an early stage company, we are majorly working upon the product development, and most of them will go into the hiring of the technology of the tech resources.